I'm going to start out with a concept that we call a fixed indexed annuity. Now, this is a product that's been around for over 20 years, and I've had the skepticism as it started. I've certainly seen all the commercials and all the "I hate annuities," and anyway. So I started in a securities background. I started a big firm. You may have heard of it. Has a little bull prancing across the screen. Anyway, I was with those guys, and they hated annuities, and no one really liked them, and they were expensive, and I was just never into them at all. And then I started learning about them. And I started seeing how they reacted in the 2000 crisis, and then in 2008, I started to use them for clients, and we saw how they worked. And then I started to get some myself because I see how they work. And so I want to show you this slide because right now, one of the concerns that a lot of people has is, well, and I apologize, the screen only goes out to 2018. You can see down here on the bottom. But we all know what happened. 2018, the S&P 500 dropped. Then in 2019, it went way up. And then now we're over here again. What's happened? It's dropped again. So kind of remember back here to 2008, where we had the S&P 500 way up, and then it dropped really big in that recession. And, I'm of the opinion right now that we are in a recession, that we are going to see a recession here, that this could be midterm. That's what I think. I'll talk some more about that during my market segment this weekend on the Saturday show. That usually happens in the first 8 minutes of the show. And I'll present a case for why I think that. But the reality is, I think we're kind of in a mid range of where that recession will be. Some people have a very bare, dark view of what it's going to look like. Some people have kind of a moderate view, and some people have a short-term view. I tend to fall in the middle, I think, in terms of just how I've figured this out. So I'll be talking more about that. But in any event, let's assume that we have this downward market for a while, and certainly we could have more downs in the market in the future. It's certainly possible that we test the low again on the S&P, which is around 2,200 last Monday. Could see it again. We could go Monday. But in any event, that's what this down red line means right here. This is the S&P 500 going down, okay? Right in this quadrant here. What's unique about a fixed indexed annuity, just in terms of concept only, today I'm just speaking broad concepts, not specific products, just very broad concepts. The fixed indexed annuity is designed to go sideways, as you see this blue line up here. It's designed to go sideways when the market, or the S&P 500 in this case, goes down, because this indexed annuity was linked to an S&P 500 index. So that's all. When you have a bad time, the fixed index annuity goes sideways. Just think about it in those terms, and it'll keep you out of trouble. Another slide I have here to show you, which brings that concept home, is this one right here. This just shows you the benefit of what's called an annual reset. So if you think about it this way, if you look at a fixed index annuity, I would recommend getting the annual reset feature, because what that does when you have a bad year, like in 2008, remember how 2008 went way down on the previous screen, but right here, you see how it basically goes sideways, and then the next year it starts over, and then if the market goes up, you ride it up to a certain percent. There's fees and charges and all that, and we just don't have time to get into that on this webinar, but they're in there, just so you know. Nothing is free. And when you think about these products too, think about them more in terms of CDs and safe fixed money. Because again, if your downside's protected, you're not losing money, it's insured possibly, you're going to have to give something up for that. It's just the way the market works. But if you can get yourself better returns and say what a fixed alternative is paying today, it's worth taking a look at. And that's what this concept's about with the annual reset. It lets you essentially start over each year. And if it was a good year, you'll make some of that upside. But if it's a bad year, like we just had over here, what would happen? You're right, it would go sideways. You would not go down. So that's the beauty of this product, is that it protects your principal. Whatever you've earned all these years, it protects that. And you continue to kind of push the rock up the hill, if you will, without falling backwards. That's this product in a nutshell. If I can say anything about it, that's what I want to talk about. So, hey everybody, it's David Hollander, the Sandman. Thanks for watching our video, and make sure you subscribe and tell your friends today.